Aries, I keep hearing this song, now I've had the ride of my life. Some of you could be going for a ride or something like that. You could be dealing with a life path 7 or a Cancerian, or you are yourselves. And it's I'm just going to go out for a ride, okay? I'm just going to go for a ride out and just kind of get out of the way for a little while. So some of you, I'm definitely hearing, but I'm in for a ride of my life, or you are definitely in for some kind of like, I mean, is it a fun fair? I don't know. But I'm definitely hearing like I'm up for the ride of my life. So some of you it's to do around sex or something to do with that, and I'm up for the ride of my life, okay? So anyway, how are you doing, Aries? Wow, March has come around. So I'm hearing merchant or merchant, something around a Libra or a number 2. And a merchant. Some of you might be dealing in merchandise or something around a diamond, or you might be getting a ring or planning to get married. Okay, but I'm definitely hearing merchandise. I'm dealing with more merchandise than I can possibly imagine. So some of you could be John, Julian, Jason, imagine all the people. So just imagine all of the people. Some of you are in manifesting mode and you're like, look, just imagine if we did this and we went here and we planned to travel and so on and so forth. Some of you it's just manifesting stuff like you want for the future. And it's kind of like, well, we're manifesting the future. We're thinking about going here. We're probably planning on traveling. Maybe when it gets a bit warmer, could be blowing hot and cold, something around a 5, like puff 7 or 5, like Sagittarius, Taurus energy. Blowing hot and cold, maybe, I don't know. But I definitely keep hearing, or Cole, Nicole, Nikki Black Market on the market. Some of you might be putting a house on the market, okay, or like putting something up for sale. Sally, selling loads of merchandise and products of loads of different crystals and fucking candles and loads of other stuff, and just selling it at really high prices. So some of you might be like really expensive is what I'm hearing, like we might be going somewhere really expensive and spending everybody's money, or I don't know, but like we're looking for something really expensive merchandise and we're selling stuff, and like we're selling crystals, merchandise, candles. You can buy this, you can buy that, just come into our shop, you can have whatever you like, you can pick it, you might run a shop, own a shop, something like that, and you're just selling shitloads of stuff, and it's like, come in and pick what you want, madam. You can have all of these kind of stuff, unless you work in a shop and it's someone else's money. I don't know, but I'm picking up like you can pick what you like. Look, just go into the shop, pick what you like, and when you want it, tell me and I'll pay. So it might be something like that. Look, just like picking stuff from shops and say, oh, I'm going to shop around a little bit and buy a little bit of this, a little bit of that, right? So I don't know, it's you either own a shop or you're going shopping to buy a lot of things. Okay, it might be Steve. It could be my birthday. You might be donating me shitloads of stuff, Aries, for my birthday in March. But like, I definitely hear like go in the shop and like pick what you want and that kind of stuff. Like I'm going to pick an item out for a birthday present or a Christmas present or something like that. It's going to be your mother that's doing it. I don't know, but you could just be buying a lot of stuff. Okay. So, welcome to your March reading, Aries. I've got this old kind of deck out that I've never used. I thought, you know what, let's just get a couple of these cards out before we actually do your tarot reading and just see what we've got. So, Aries, any messages for Aries? Any messages for Aries, please? Anything you want Aries to know through the month of March for Aries? So, we've got 2 cards. We have got Beauty and the Beast. Someone might be very beautiful and someone might be very rugged looking as well. Like I'm very beautiful and you're more of a beast, like bestiality. Some of you are quite kinky. It could be a Capricorn because I'm looking at a goat there. Okay, goats and oats. Some of you are eating oats or like sowing your oats. You might be sowing the seeds of love. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Capricorn for a lot of you. Okay, and I'm sowing my oats. Okay, so some of you are on a plan or on a promise that definitely I'm going to promise you that you can sow your oats. Unless you're just feeding like a lamb and stuff like that, or you're eating lamb. Okay, you might be eating chicken, lamb. You could be going to a lamb's hotel, something like that, going out for food and stuff like that. Beauty and the Beast. You need more space in what? You need some space in a relationship. Oh, okay, so that's probably not as good as it is. 8. Aquarius and a Leo energy. Okay, sorry, because I can't see the small writing. Bats in the belfry. You can achieve great things. Okay, you can achieve great things, Steve. You could be dealing with a life path 7 or a Cancerian. There's a little 7 at the bottom there. Okay, so you got 2 7s and 14, 15. So you got 6. Gemini, Capricorn. Okay, a life path 7. Okay, a life path 8. Aquarius and Leo placements. Capricorn, I'm thinking, and Gemini. Okay. for a lot of you, of something that may be coming up, but we will find out what they are for your secret messages. Someone could be messaging someone in secret. So I'm hearing like a Victoria's Secret. Might be like a bracelet or a charm of something. Victoria's Secret, Victoria Cross. You might be planning to go to London or something like that. Or you might be from London, okay, or Britain, something like that. But I'm hearing Victorian Cross, which is like London. So it might be some sort of like plan around London. But then all of a sudden there's like, we need space in the relationship. So is that. So why do they have, you need some space in the relationship? Why does Aries have, you need some space in the relationship? What is that concerning? 3, so that is as a birthday party, that is a space in the relationship. If there is someone that needs some space around getting away for a little while and like getting away from the children, getting away from the kids and kind of like having some space. It might not be the actual relationship, but you might be with a Pisces. If you are guys are, Karma, Angelic Karma, Carmel, Mel, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, just Jackie. But if there is a third energy, then obviously you need some space, okay? Because you are making room for your relationship. So what I'm picking up is that there is space in someone's energy that is making room for the relationship in the future. So we're kind of like organising things, planning things, so on and so forth. We're making room. It might be where someone is going to rent a room or buy a room, or you're tidying up your room and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm definitely picking up like I'm making way for you in my relationship, and I'm making space in my energy. So I'm trying to sort my energy out, my time of love out for you. Some of you are actually with your partner, okay? If not, it's more in spirit, okay? Why do they have, you can achieve great things? Sorry, but my eyesight is terrible. You might be as blind as a bat for a lot of you. You could be as blind as a bat for a lot of you, and you need your eyes testing. Why do they have, you can achieve great things for Aries? Why do they have that? 6 of Wands, Capricorn, and also Gemini. So you are definitely getting attention and giving attention to your partner. It might also be someone's birthday. There will be a Pisces, okay, and you can achieve great things because it is your solar return. There's also what I'm hearing, I'm going solo, or I'm going YOLO with J-Lo or Jason, and I'm going solo or going to Soho. Some of you might be, you're travelling Soho to Soho. Soham, also picking up Soham or Soho, or sowing my oats, or porridge oats. Breakfast, big breakfast, John. Denise Van Outen and Johnny Vaughan. So John sowing my oats. 3 of Cups. Why does Aries have this 3 of Cups? 6, Gemini, Capricorn. It might be something around a mother or a grandmother. Some of you are with a Capricorn or a Gemini for a lot of you. Pisces is definitely here. Okay, spending a lot of time feeling good. Some good news comes up for you in March. What is the 6 of Wands? Also allows you to move forward with your partnership. 9 of Cups. There might be some kind of weight kind of issue that someone might have around like the consumption of their life, of like, I'm hearing I need to reevaluate my life. Okay, I need to get my life in order first. Order, Laura and order, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn. What is that 9 of Cups for Aries? High Priestess, 3. So for a lot of you, if you're in a third party, that's you needing to give space to a third party because they're in a relationship. Okay, if there isn't, then definitely there's your partner here. So you're giving a lot of attention, a lot of time to your partner, feeling very good, feeling excited. Okay, there might be some preparation around what you're trying to do in order to maybe look at your health. Okay, like some kind of health issue or health concern that may be around weight, and I'm trying to get fit and ready for the summer and all of that kind of stuff. Or I'm also hearing someone has a child or something called Summer. Okay, Sarah, Steve, Sassy, Sal, Tansao Dao, Tangsao. Someone might do a lot of like Wing Chun. Okay, you might be eating like chicken wings or something, or looking at turkey wings. But like you might be going to Turkey as well. They're saying you might live in Turkey or going to Turkey or eat in Turkey. I don't know, one or the other, but turkey giblets. Okay, but some of you, like I said, it's a very healthy relationship. Unless it's a third party, then obviously it's not healthy. And your messages there are you need some space in the relationship. Okay, that's if you're in a third party. If you're not, then it's more likely around the energy of just like, you know, leaving some space. and giving your partner some time in order to be able to spend some time together. Okay, Heather, I'm also hearing Haley, Heather, Henry, H. Anybody that might be on drugs, give yourself some time. Okay, so let's see. Robbing Peter to pay Paul, Peter, Paul, Paulie, Jodie, Dolly, Parton. Someone's called Parton. Parsons. Anyway, so let's see. Aries, what they got coming up for March. Aries, what is coming up for March? March 2022 for Aries. What is coming up for them in March for Aries? So 7, waiting on my love. I'm waiting on my love. Does it good? So some of you could be smoking copious amounts of ganja, or you're just kind of like sweeping up the emerald bar. Could be Spread Your Wings and Fly Away by Queen. Some of you. But yeah, some of you are just waiting on product to be delivered or sold. And then seeing my business grow. Okay, and watching it grow. Some of you are watching your grandchildren grow, or your kids growing up. I'm picking up that some of you are kind of like putting your children up against the wall, okay, and marking how tall they are, because I'm hearing like someone's getting very tall, okay, above what they used to be. They're growing up really quickly, okay. Some kind of business is blooming, okay. I'm also hearing in bloom, which would be nirvana, okay, in bloom. There might be something around flower arranging and stuff in bloom is what I'm hearing, in bloom. Luna, liner, diner, some sort of American diner. You might be going out and having a burger or something, or eating someone out. Let's see. But still waiting on your partner to make some sort of decision. But there might be some kind of financial agreement that you could be coming to here. Let's see. An agreement. You're basically just waiting for your partner to make up their mind here. This would be a life path 7 and a Cancerian. Aries, so you are in love with a beautiful waiting energy. I'm waiting on my love, okay. So some of you are just kind of like waiting on them hand and foot, okay, or you could have foot in mouth, and I'm trying not to put my foot in my mouth, and I'm trying not to rock the boat or rock the cash bar, okay. Rock the cash bar, or casually dating, or Cass or Cassandra or Cassie, but like, or Casino. Some of you might be Sharon. Okay, could be from Australia, or Ozzy Osbourne from Australia, but like Austin Powers. Oh, do I make you horny, baby? Some of you just like really extremely horny at this time. You really could be dealing with a Capricorn for a lot of you, or a Bull, which would be a Taurus or a Sagittarian possibly. Okay, but I'm definitely hearing for a lot of you just waiting on your love interest. Okay. And I also in love with my job, and in love with my bank account and my money, and I'm also in love with my partner for a lot of you. Aries, financial trust fund is also what I'm hearing, or just fund. Justin, Trusty, Westy, John, West, breast, something to do around a breasts, breast cancer. What does that keep coming up? Around this 7 of 7 here, waiting on some news around breast cancer. Let's see, March. What's going on in March for? So you can watch this as Life Path 4, Scorpio, but we're doing Aries, but it's still a 4. Okay. So Aries for March. So there you go, merchant looking into travel plans, making plans, agreements, arrangements, arranging flowers. I don't know what flower arranging is for. In bloom. So yeah, but I definitely keep hearing speaking to your partner quite a lot. Okay, trying to find out. It's like building up a rapport, really, is what I'm hearing for a lot of you. Ace of Swords. If you're in partnership, you're in a partnership. You'll constantly know the person. Also hearing the better the devil you know is the person you know. So you really could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Gemini there. Okay. Let's see. Aries for March 2020. Oh dear, why is that one in reverse? You really could be dealing with like a Capricorn. But yeah, there is something around in the eyes of the beholder. I haven't even seen you yet. So the truth is that this person hasn't seen you. Like, you may not have met them, you may not have seen them. Is this lies or truth or Elijah? Okay, but that's like justice. Like, I need justice. I'm searching for justice. Or I'm looking for justice. Okay. And I'm like looking and watching and watching and watching and constantly paying attention and watching. But I'm also not... Well, you're either not speaking. It might be around a Pisces, but this could be around a mother. And we're not on good terms. But there's also not showing up. This is kind of like a promise, but not showing up. Like, so it's not showing up yet. So if you're planning on traveling or doing something, this is basically like a traveling circus. Okay. So it's kind of like we're telling you, but we're not doing it yet. We're not showing up yet. We're not actually telling everybody yet. You haven't seen me yet. We can't meet up yet. You haven't, like, you could be speaking to someone online, but you actually haven't, like, seen them, but you are talking to them, but you haven't seen them. Okay. So it might be where you're just building up a rapport with someone, but it's kind of like, no, it's not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not prepared yet. I'm not prepared to do anything yet. No, I'm not ready yet. Okay. So something is being prepared, but it's not ready yet. Okay. Something could be in the rising. Libra rising. Or someone's kind of like, I don't know, it's not come out yet. I'm not ready to come out. It might be where someone's trying to come out physically, emotionally, and they're not prepared to come out. It might be like a sex kind of thing, and it might be like, I'm not prepared to tell everybody yet. Okay, I'm not going to tell everybody yet. So it's not going public. Basically, we are not going public. Let's see, Aries for March 2022. That's also March and here. So you are speaking. So this could have something to do with something else. I mean, it is a general reading, so it could be upright. But again, this is hiding consumer marketing. So we're not telling everybody really what it's worth. Okay. So it might be around work. Okay. And I'm waiting on all my product, but I'm not actually telling people what it's worth. But then you get an energy here of 8, which is that you are actually speaking and talking, but you may not have met the person yet. You're talking a lot, but this is I've not seen you. This could be like tarot readers that do things with their hands, but they don't show their face. Okay, hands that do dishes just as soft as your face, as file cream, fairy liquid. So some sort of like liquidation. I'm liquidizing something to do around money or assets and liquidizing. Might be selling a business for a lot of you and liquidizing your assets. Or you might be liquidizing things like soup or having a lot of orange juice and juices and liquidizing stuff. What was I hearing? Eyes. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. So someone's either lying or telling the truth, or the responsibility of something all relies on this person, which means that I'm the one in charge to say either yes, it's time, or no, it isn't. But it all lies upon me, meaning everything comes back on me. Okay. So if I'm lying, it comes back on me. If I'm telling the truth, it comes back on me. If I'm ready, it's down to me. If I'm not ready, it's down to me. Okay. But I need to make a decision at some point. But I might not be making it yet. So it's like I'm not prepared yet to go or to come. But I'm not prepared. Okay. So I'm preparing, but I'm preparing to be a parent. Some of you, it might be where I'm kind of like broody and nesting, like a nest egg, and saving money and so on and so forth, because I might be broody at this time because I'm making a nest egg. Okay, so it might be where I'm kind of really considering long-term goals, but it's just not happening yet, but I'm considering the long-term, not the short-term lease. So some of you might be buying something and you're looking at long-term lease, not a very short-term. Like if you want it, you've got to join for a whole year, okay, or sign up for a whole year, not just a week. Okay, so it's kind of like saying where in a relationship, I'm not looking at this as a short-term thing. I'm looking at this as a very long-term. I'm looking at long-term goals, but I'm preparing myself for that. Okay. So I'm mentally, physically trying to get in shape with everything that may be going on, anything internal that I need to get in shape for in order to make this work in the future, to keep it a sacred bond. Okay. Let's see. So it's kind of like getting in shape, spiritually, physically, mentally in shape for the future of the relationship itself, which means that I'm working on triggers too, which is a mirror. Okay, so I'm working on mirrors, I'm working on triggers, I'm working on like looking into, I wouldn't suggest looking in mirrors for everybody. I can't stand mirrors. But like I'm looking at myself as a reflection about myself that compares to you also. Chris Cornell, Christine, Chrissy. But like I'm looking at things about my life that concern other people. So I'm going inward, looking at myself of what needs work, doing to me, so I can make sure that I'm prepared for a long-term relationship, because I don't just want a short-term one, I want a long-term lease or a long-term stay. Meaning I don't just want to come and go and be very flaky, I want to turn up in the future prepared for it. Okay, so let's see. So it could be doing work on oneself. But that's just like looking at triggers, things that bother me about myself internally. Things around a mirror, about my look, about my concerns about how I look, how I'm going to look, how I want to look, okay, and how I'm going to turn up in the future, of how you're going to see my soul and not just my look. Where you want me as a soulmate, but not just because of my looks, okay. Something like that is also there. It's more of a feminine approach, really. And that's more of a fear energy of a masculine. Let's see. Aries. Because men normally grow old gracefully, unless your name's Grace. But you normally grow old gracefully. Women struggle with the energy of keeping up an appearance. That's why it's the appearance of pride. 2 is prideful energy, right? And the appearance of stuff, okay? So it's like I'm appeared missing. I could have gone AWOL. Okay, but like my appearance is everything, but as a connection is what I want, because you can't help it, because it's a divine spiritual connection. So it doesn't matter how someone looks, because it's what I want is spiritual. I'm looking for a deep spiritual meaningful connection of relationship. That's what I want. So if I want it, I have to do my work on myself so I get one, because that's what I want. It's a spark, okay? It's a common interest. But it's also a mirror that you guys might have also between you, okay? Because it's preparing for long-term goals. Let's see. Aries, what they got coming up, please? Aries for March. Aries for March, please. Queen of Swords. There's 2 women here, and there's a 2 here. So someone might be choosing between 2 people, but that might have been the ex energy. This could also be a mother. This is also asking a lot of questions. Like there's a lot of questions that need answering here. So it should be where you're talking the truth, okay, is being honest with this energy, because you should both be talking. Because this is either honesty or dishonesty, okay. Can also be dynasty as well. Could be JR, right, or Sue Ellen, or Sue, okay. But like, it's about being honest. It's about talking, but asking the right questions at the right time, basically. So it's kind of like preparing something, but in its own time, okay. I will tell you and disclose more and more and more about myself. Give it time. Don't rush me. Don't ask me personal questions. If I feel as if I want to answer them, you know it, because I'll be telling you everything about myself, okay. So it really could be where you're getting to know someone here on more of a meaningful spiritual level, okay. Let's see, Aries for March, please. Aries for March. 10 of Pentacles, there you go. So someone gets paid, okay. 7 and 8, Aquarian, Leo energies. Okay, family, looking forward to the future. Spending some time talking to your partner about relationships. Also spending time with grandparents and also parents. Okay, staying at home with family. Talking to your partner. Being honest about it. Sharing oneself and life with one another. See, this is preparation for a full-time, long-standing relationship. Something that lasts and not just ends. Because it's a beginning and an end. So it's a cycle, but it's a preparation for something that's stable in the future. So it's like an investment of a business, a house, a home, a relationship. And I want to invest in the relationship because I want it to be very sturdy foundation for us to both live in together as a house, but also as sharing one another's responsibilities of mortgage, you know, so on and so forth. So it's a lot of preparing, saving for the future, for marriage, relationship. If you're married already and you've got children, then you're just kind of getting to know someone on more of a spiritual, meaningful level. But this is leveling up, okay, around your work, your job, but also around your relationship, okay? So that's what I've got for you so far, Aries. If you want any more messages, luckily this goes to both tiers now. So I do run 2 tiers on YouTube, on Patron, which is the link below. One is very cheap, which is just your monthly, clarified. If you want any more after that, that's where you have to do the full access bundle. This month is where I'm going to start looking at your 2 numbers of life paths that come together to make a number karmically. So you need to learn that, and if you haven't, the videos are provided below free. If you get to know that, I'm going to start to do numbers again through the weekly after this monthly. But all of those, they do go to the full access bundle, okay? But depending if you want to join or not, but this one is very cheap, okay? So it's up to you, but you only get the monthly, and you get 2 of them roughly between the months. You get 2, okay? So yeah, if you want to join, you can. All links are provided below. Personal readings below. Angel Radio is another channel that I run for free music. If you like it, you want to join, you want to listen to it, consider subscribing. It's free. You can find it below. It's Angel Radio, okay? All right, guys, thanks very much. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.